just like you, so we live in various places in the canyon, so we're aware of what's going on in our areas, plus we're driving around the canyons doing whatever it is we do, and we notice things, so they'll report back through their phones, emails, texts, even with ham radios. We'll also get direct reports from a lot of the agencies that you've heard from here. And we monitor the online social networks like Nextdoor.com and the various places where all of you are chatting and talking so that we can see what you're talking about. So when we get this information, the biggest thing to understand about TSEP is we don't put stuff out unless it's verified and accurate. So we take the time to make sure that whatever we've heard from wherever we've heard it is correct and accurate, at least as much as we can tell at the time we publish it. So we will then push this out to you. You've heard a lot about all of these different places where you can go and get information, and the websites and the Twitter feeds and all this kind of stuff, but you have to go out and get this stuff. At TSEP, what we're trying to do is we're trying to push this information out to you so that it makes it a little bit easier so that you can get this stuff without going to 18 different places. So we do that by posting on Twitter and Facebook. So you want to follow TSEP 90290 on both those accounts. We have a telephone hotline, 455-3000. That hotline, during major events, when TSEP is in full activation mode, because we run our own EOC, and for those of you who forgot what that means, the Emergency Operations Center. When we're in full activation mode, that 3000 line is manned by actual people that are trained to... What's that? Persons, actual people, actual trained people who will answer the phone. Nope. They'll actually answer the phone and give you a calm voice on the other end of the line when you're kind of freaking out about what's going on. Most of the time, we're not activated, so most of the time that 3000 line is going to have a recorded message on it. But we try to keep that updated when there's an incident and that we're following. We try to keep that recorded message updated. And then we also post things on our emergency status page. That's on our website, right there. So in the interest of, I'd love to tell you all of the other things that TSEP does, but I want to keep it short. So I want to just concentrate on this emergency status page because this is kind of a cool place for you to learn things. This is what it looks like, at least the top part of it. It's essentially where we can get all this information that we gather and post updates in this section-by-section format. So that's really easy to scan down there. We can tell you things like the current status of an incident, road conditions, the status of schools, whether they're open or closed. A lot of information at the bottom of this thing. You'll see when you go on the website, you'll see the whole zone map. We heard talk about the zones, the 9 Topanga zones. We have the whole zone map there where you can see the different zones. That map is interactive from our standpoint. We can let you know whether certain zones are in evacuation mode, either mandatory or voluntary evacuations by color coding that map. So there's a lot of information on this emergency status page. On the left-hand side is our Twitter